Hello students, welcome to Extreme Telugu. Our topic in this video is 10th class physics lesson number 1, that is reflection of light at curved surfaces. Today we are going to see what are the different rules for drawing ray diagrams. Ray diagrams are very important diagrams using which we can understand how image is formed and what is the nature of image formed using a mirror. These ray diagrams are to be drawn according to some basic rules. Using these basic rules we can draw the ray diagrams easily. So here the basic rules of drawing ray diagram depends upon 3 magical incident rays. They are, first one, a ray which is coming in parallel to the principal axis. Such rays are called as paraxial rays. Second one, the rays which are passing through the focus. Third one, the rays which are passing through the center of curvature. Let us understand what is the meaning of this and how exactly the reflected ray behaves in these 3 cases. First case, for concave mirrors, let us understand. First ray is a paraxial ray. This line is nothing but principal axis, and the ray which is coming towards the mirror, this ray is parallel to the principal axis, hence it is called as paraxial ray, which is nearer to the principal axis and parallel to it. Such kind of rays which are parallel to the principal axis, they always get reflected through the focus. Means this is focal point, the reflected ray always passes through the focus. This is case number 1. That means whenever we are considering a parallel ray to the principal axis as incident ray, then it should be reflected back into the same medium through the focus. The second important ray is a ray which is coming through the focus. Here, let me consider this ray. This incident ray is coming through the focus. Such kind of rays which travel through the focus, they get reflected back in such a way that they are parallel to the principal axis. Here, this is the reflected ray which is parallel to the principal axis. The third important ray, the third magical ray, is a ray which is coming through the center of curvature. Let me take this ray which is coming through the center of curvature. This is the incident ray which is coming through the center of curvature. This ray remains undeviated when it is getting reflected. Means it traces the same path back. We call it retraces the same path. That means if it is coming through the center of curvature, it gets reflected back through the center of curvature once again. Means there is no difference between incident ray and reflected ray. Whereas we can see 2 different rays in first 2 cases. This is incident ray and this is a reflected ray. Here also this is incident ray and this is reflected ray. Whereas we don't see 2 incident and reflected rays, that is separate incident and reflected rays are not possible when the incident ray is through the center of curvature. Let us understand the same 3 cases for the convex mirror. In convex mirror, if we consider a ray which is coming in parallel to the principal axis, the incident ray, if it is in parallel to the principal axis, it will be reflected back into the same medium in such a way that it is supposed to be reflected from the focus. It seems to be getting reflected from the focus or traveling from the focus. this is half, it is going to be reflected back into the same medium. If at all any ray is considered in such a way that it is traveling towards the focus, as such here the ray will not reach the focus. Why? Because focus is lying inside the mirror. So it is considered to be traveling towards the mirror, towards the focus. If it is traveling towards the focus, then it is reflected in parallel to the principal axis. The last ray is a ray which is traveling towards the center of curvature. Here I am considering this ray. As such, it cannot reach the center of curvature because this is a mirror, and from here itself it has to get reflected back. But if I extend the imaginary line, considering the same path of traveling, then this can be extended towards the center of curvature. It can be extended to the center of curvature. If the ray incident is traveling towards the center of curvature, then the reflected ray traces the same path back. Means it retraces the same path. That means, as it is discussed in the case of concave mirror, the third case, there is no incident and reflected rays seen separately. Here also we won't be able to see incident and reflected rays separately. So conclusion to this topic is, using these three magical rays, we can draw any ray diagram, and ray diagrams are used to identify the position of image formed and the nature of image formed. The three cases are, one is a ray which is coming in parallel to the principal axis. Second one is the ray which is coming through the focus. The third one is the ray which is coming through the center of curvature. The parallel rays are always reflected through focus. The rays which are coming through focus will always be reflected in parallel to the principal axis. The rays which are coming through the center of curvature remain undeviated. They are reflected back in the same path. Here, the rays which are coming in parallel to the principal axis are reflected in such a way that they seem to be traveling from focus. If the rays are traveling towards the focus, they will be reflected in parallel to the principal axis. If the rays are traveling towards the center of curvature, they will be reflected in the same path back. Hope you understood this video. If you like this video, please subscribe our channel Extreme Telugu, and don't forget to like this video. Thank you.